in a bit. All right. Freeze. All right. So you want to get tippy nose. There you go. Now that left boot's firing, right?
Okay, so
Yep. It's not balls of the feet into the ground, right? You're trying to turn into that tippy toe. Again, you break 70, you break 70 or 5, you can do whatever you want. That's, right? But you got to get to a point where, can I shoot 70 consistently? Okay, how am I going to do that? Or, it's getting to hear more balance, obviously different things in golf, but we're talking about mechanical wise. Once you get to a certain level of scoring, your swing can be variations of whatever you want. But to get it dialed into that point, we kind of have to see what the mechanics, the best in the world doing, and kind of somewhat try to put that into our game. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if we have an issue transferring weight, we really want to feel like this back foot's a kickstand, the tip of our big toes a kickstand, versus the balls of the feet stuck in the ground, because that's going to keep that hip, right? And so what I kind of always taught myself is, if I was going to teach someone how to do this, I'm just going to turn, and that I can't turn anymore. But if I let it go, I can keep turning, right? So if I said stand right here and look at that blue flag stick without doing anything, now let the body go with you. Keep twisting, let that heel go with you. How much easier it is? Look how much rotation you have, right? But if we stop that hip, guess what? Yep, now there it is. Now you got so much more mobility. Okay.
it's extended a little bit. Like 0.75. Yeah, that was
Okay, try a practice swing. Right, so get all set up. Good. Big shoulder turn to the top, and then let your hips just turn all the way through. Now fire the hips. There you go. What I always say to guys, maybe will resonate, fling your dinghy through the ball, right? And then PP to the pin, right? If you're not doing that, you're at 45 degrees, you're going to miss a seat.
rotation.
Yep. And that will have a lot to do with the driver, too. Better motion. You start working on that, you'll see difference coming in your game. It takes a few times to get used to.
Yeah, for sure.
Better.
Not a full turn.
Yeah. And here's a tip too. When you turn, try not to let your chest go ahead of you. Keep your sternum behind your heel a little bit, right? So you're standing upright. If you reach forward, you're gonna want to lift that way too, or fall that way.
A lot to balance.
Right? Well, and the way I kind of, the feel that resonated a lot with me when I learned it was, can I twist my shoulders and hips around my spine? Right? I keep my spine in one spot and twist my hips and everything. So kind of like shoulder twist, hip twist, and I'm standing up. Yep. Can I do that without doing this?
Yeah.
That's, and it's easier for people to learn on just standing upright, like we walk upright. But the minute we put us at like a 45-degree bend, it's like, what the hell? Yeah. Your brain's like, what? What's straight?
Yeah.
There you go. Good.
It also gets you to sit on this leg a little bit more.
100%. Like even on on setup, you got a 7-iron. I would probably feel 55 to 65 depending on the person on my lead side. I'm always stacking an iron this way just a little bit.
Yeah, because I just stand neutral. I'm like 50.
I mean, you can. But I've noticed you've hit a little thick behind it, and so as you're swinging, your heel comes up, which is allowing your everything to go back. I don't care if you bring up your heel. That's not the big deal, right? Many amazing golfers in the world bring up their heel, right? But what you need to do is, as you're turning, you got to keep the weight or spine in one spot. You can't shift away from your original spot, or you can. It's just going to take a lot more fighting back the other way, because even as it goes, if I'm standing straight up and I lift up my heel, I'm not just going like this straight down. I'm here, and there's a little bit of weight pressure shift, and then I'm going forward. So we do have to shift the weight through or into the ball. Okay. So as we're at the top, again, we just got to avoid from being here. Just stack yourself more on top of the ball. Make sure your spine or sternum.
Try to keep my heel more to the ground.
I don't.
Because I try to sometimes.
I would try to if you want. If you don't like the way it looks in your swing, right? I think it will help your lower clubs. I don't care if you do it with the driver so much, because as you get to sand wedge 9, pitching, all that good stuff, you do want to be stacked on that lead side. it's a different story when you're doing a full swing or a driver swing, right?
Yeah, because I don't do it when I'm chipping.
Okay,
Or if I'm
that's
like 100 in.
yeah. So I mean, are you doing it for comfortability? Is there knee pain? Is there back pain? Like, or are you doing it just because that's always what you've done?
Right.
Right.
That's the only thing I've ever done.
That is, again, learn to do it. It will throw things off. I'm not trying to get all the way into that today. I'm just trying to make you understand the reason you're hitting behind it is because you're shifting back. I'd rather have you stay over the ball and still bring the heel up. That's fine by me, but you don't really need it with a 7-iron. Like, I mean, you're kind of here a lot. I would just go like just a little bit's fine.
A little.
As long as you're not shifting backwards. That's the main thing is you don't want your spine to go
Because I
behind
noticed
it.
the lift doesn't add distance.
No. I mean, yeah, it doesn't. But again, it's not like you're going to get 10 more yards out of an iron doing that unless you really go at it. So what I would say is don't worry about that too much. Try to keep your spine more over the golf ball. So go ahead and make a swing for me. Go ahead and set up. Now just swing normally. Don't worry about me. You won't hit me. Right? So, a little bit thick. Try it again. Now, go ahead and set up again. Now stack your hip over your left heel. Good. Good. Now swing. Difference in contact, right?
So it's just sitting over the ball.
Yeah, so you want your sternum to be almost over the ball. Like you're behind it a lot because you're forward press it, right? So you can bring everything is hanging straight down, right? So if you let your grip and arms hang straight down as you grip the club, now just bow into the golf ball. Yep. And let it hang. Because ideally, go and grip it. This club wants to be swung from that angle. That's how it was designed to be hit, right? Okay. Better. Yeah. So you're getting the ball too far away. So in my personal opinion, you're a little over swinging, a little fast, and your hands are extremely high and pressed. So you look like this, right? It should be hanging just like that, right? So meaning go ahead and grip it, get all set up. It's gonna feel.
Yeah, because I normally, what I do is I try to position this hand over my front foot. Yeah.
Put it in between your thigh and your fly line.
Okay. So
Yep.
like here.
Yep. And the butt of the club should be pointing at the belt buckle, the front edge of it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how that. So now grip it.
And then square. Do I still square the club?
That's square right there. So
Okay.
go ahead and grip it just like normal, like you normally do. Both hands on. Okay. Now swing the club. So that allows you, because what you're doing is you're manipulating your club to impact position at setup.
Right.
And that could put the club in so many different angles because you're getting to impact, but you're overcompensating. Your impact here, by the time you get there, everything's over there. So you got to fight it back. Your concept with a 7-iron, I want you to work on is just I want everything square and just hanging, right?
down.
Instead of kind of lifting high,
Here.
right? That's impact position, right? Because that's where we're trying to get there.
Yeah.
But if you start there, then you can way out here, and it put too many things. I bet you it's a lot what's happening with your driver because your swing path doesn't look very bad. So like I'm not seeing like 12 degrees one way or the other. I'm just seeing a setup that's kind of needs to be straightened out a little bit. Yeah. So feel like your grip hangs over your toes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like right here. You don't want to have to reach for the ball. The club has length for a reason. So scoot closer to the ball. Now hands low to your knees feeling. There you go. That's better. Contact's getting easier and easier.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now when you grip this club, go ahead and grip it both hands. I want to feel like your hands are hanging over your toes. See how close it is to you? Right about to there. Feel more here. Good.
So here.
Yep. Your arms are just hanging down. They're not reaching for anything.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm very visual, so I have to know like where this foot is and where this hand is.
Yeah, so I would say let everything hang in front of your sternum, right? your field's probably be slightly in front of your fly line inside your thigh, right?
Yeah.
So it's right in that area.
Okay.
Okay. You were out here over
I
the
was,
thigh.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think this
And I
will
was more here.
correct. So again, just like I'm at the gym and doing the top of a deadlift, right? I'm hanging more here instead of doing this,
Yeah.
right? So we don't need to reach with a 7-iron. You can reach with a driver a little bit; it will help. But if we want the club just to kind of hang out in that direction. So see, we're getting high here, right about there. And I know why you do that because I think you overdraw it a lot. Okay. Contact's getting better.
Yeah, a lot better. Now should the ball be in the middle of my stand?
50-50 with that. Like, if any, I mean, depending on the player, right? But right for you, I think right now it's 50-50. And if you want, you can go a little wider stance. There you go. So right now it looks like you're reaching. Scoot closer to it. Okay, let the hand. If you want the hands to go long, have them go long toward the floor, not to the ball. Good swing. It's getting better.
The balance is there too.
Yep. Balance is better. It's going to be easy when you're not reaching. When you're reaching, you have to do more crap.
Yeah.
Right? Because why do we get off balance? Okay, well, if all of a sudden I can't do this without doing that, right? If I can't just extend my arms without shifting my weight, guess what? People start feeling on the balls, too much on the balls, too much on the toes.
Yeah.
You want to be over the toes for sure, the balls, but you want to be able to wiggle the toes so they move freely. If your pressure's too much on it, like you can get away with it with wedges and it's fine, but like 7-iron and above, you can't be too much on the toes. You want to be over them. You want to be balanced 50-50 ball to heel, but you don't want your pressure lying while you're swinging. Like you don't want to change too much. Good contact. Club face was just open, right? So see how you did turn, you didn't fall. Everything's got stuck there, right? So where your pelvis was pointing was right where the ball was going. So if my belt buckle goes to the target more, there you go. Woo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There's more coming, I'm assuming. I'm the guy who sneezes like 40 times in a row. There you go. More balance, better swing. I mean, there's a million things we can always focus on. There's 20 different billion parts of the swing we can always focus on. We got to figure out what's going to make you better quicker.
I like that.
And then as time goes on, you got to crunch certain things if you want to see certain things happen, right? If you want more consistency, we got to get in certain positions better, right? And that's the thing. Distance is hard. It's not that everyone can't do it. It's just annoying, and it's really mind-numbing because by the time you understand how the lag works and the side bend and arm extension, like it's one thing to understand it too, but can you physically do it in 1.5 seconds? You know, that's the hard part. Feel versus real. So we're just gonna kind of work with what's gonna help you get there.
Yeah, and I'm fine, like when we work with the driver, to sacrifice distance.
Let's get the fairway. Yeah, 220 down the middle is better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. All right, let's get a few more in, and we'll do the driver then, because that's what you really came here for.
Yes, sir.
So fast. So I'm going to leave you with this when it comes to your irons and wedges and basically everything but the driver. Where is this club bottoming out or sweeping the ground at between your feet? I don't care what iron you have in your hand. You got to figure out, is it sweeping the ground? And where between my feet is it sweeping the ground? That's how you're going to step one to get good contact. Because if you can't find a spot, hit a spot, you're never going to be able to have clean strikes consistently. And at the end of the day, where is my club sweeping? When I'm swinging, the practice swings, cool. I'm going to put the ball there. Just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're not spending a million hours a week working on it and all that stuff, right? Cool, there's my 2 sweeps. That's where I'm putting the ball, set up and go.
Yeah.
Right? That'll keep those thin shots out of line.
And you're saying just practice, right?
Yeah, so it's not even a full swing, just where is this club in my hand going to strike the ground? Right? So you're hitting everything right about here, right?
Yeah.
So we need to get more weight going that way, or you need to put the ball back there. You got 2 options, right? I would say keep more weight on the lead side. Don't let it shift back. That would be my suggestion. But for a player who that's going to bug you, then you got to be on the backside and just play it. It depends on what you want to do.
Let me see. Keep it on the front, 'cause I think that's.
I would say stack your lead side and just try to keep more weight ahead of the ball than behind it.
Am I too far away here?
No, it's not. You're yeah. See how the club doesn't reach there now. That's better. I'll take that all day. Way better contact, right? You actually got sweep in there,
I still feel like I'm not.
right? Have you seen that guy on YouTube, the China guy? I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's so good.
For sure.
I don't even know what he's saying,
I ain't
yeah,
either.
but it's hilarious. So do a few practice swings without a golf ball, and I want you to go all the way to the top, and then just fire through to the other side. Try to get at least a sweep while doing it. So smooth up, freeze. Now fire. Better. Now get a sweep while doing that. Try it again. Got to stay down on it. Bring your arms closer to you. Let it just hang more. Good.
Yeah, I was way out here.
Yeah, that's habit. So right now, point your left shoulder at your left toe. Keep going. There you go. There you go. That looks more neutral. Now smooth up. Better. Right?
Yeah.
So the goal is, can you control your setup, the top, and the finish? If you can do that, right, those are the main three things you need to focus on right now. Setup, top, finish, for balance and stability so you don't fall over. Okay? Good. That looks better. Let me see your left shoulder a little bit more. There you go. Good. Stay right there. Looks great. Just smooth up, smooth through. Almost. Good motion. You didn't fall over during that. Good. You committed to your stick. Right? So that's something I teach very basic golfers. You got to stay smooth and relaxed. You got to find your sweep. You got to find your stick. So you got 3 S's. Smooth, sweep, stick. And if you can figure out how to do that, you'll be just fine.
Right. Okay. It just feels weird from here, squaring the club.
Yes, I'm sure it does. Now again, you don't have to do it. It looks aesthetically pleasing to me.
Right.
You'll like to see when you get the video. You don't have to do it though. It's just you're going to figure out other ways. Better motion. Good. You already look like you're swinging a lot better. Let's do one more with some drives in.
Okay. Yeah, I like this setup.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, very basic.
Is
If
that
you, when you
here,
watch,
it just
yeah.
feels like
And the
I got
problem
that.
is, yeah, exactly. So once you have all that, you have shoulder alignment off to your target line, then you have face alignment, you have the wrist flexion off to the wrong. It's just so much things you have to correct in real time.
Yeah.
It's almost easy because that's not how that club was designed, right? Not that you have to swing the exact same way as every professional, but the club was designed by a bunch of engineers for a certain setup and a certain type of swing, you know?
Let me get my aim.
Yeah. Yep, so it'll all hang out. See if you can get the grip kind of going back more towards you, the handle coming back. It's better, good. I'll take that for today, looks much better. Better.
And I think if I practice with it more, I'll get it. to
Yeah.
Where the face is
Square.
Yeah.
It's gonna react a little differently, but it does look a lot more, you know, lined up with
Yeah.
your target line.
A lot easier too.
Yes,
I think.
it will help it, right? And when you learn how to square up to your target line, your body knows how to throw your arms, right? But when our arms are different, our shoulders are different than our feet, primarily, it really changes the way the arms travel through the ball, right? So what happens is when our shoulders are too open, we tend to have a pull, especially as the clubs get longer, right? So we'll see what happens with your driver now. Yeah, buddy.
And I have two because I used to use this one, but this is my new one. I really like this one.
Okay.
So I want to use this one.
Okay, let's get to do it. So I'll just say step up there to the tee without hitting a ball yet, and just give like 3 to 5 swings, just trying to hit the tip of the tee, right? I will say, so let's go wider stance. I want that, I want to get this guy right here for now. Yeah, scoop. There you go. Now, you can get your foot as much as you want on top of on next to that thing. Just don't try to, yeah.
And then my line is still that tall black?
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this feels weird.
Yeah, it's going to feel a little different from there. Good. So now take a look at your shoulders. They're pointing over to the left side of the driving range.
Yeah.
Align your shoulders with the orange stick, the red stick in front of you, right? Good. Now point your left shoulder at the tip of that line stick. Yep. Try to keep it lying there as best you can.
Okay. It just feels like I'm aiming all the way over there.
Right now you're still, you go ahead and grip it. Right now you're still aiming. So if I was going to say correct it, here's what you're going to have to feel.
Oh, wow.
That square.
Wow.
Yes.
None of this has to move?
Nope, that's fine. Your feet are fine. They're actually shut to your target line a little bit. Your shoulders are massively open, right?
Okay.
Good. Shoulders to the right more. Keep going. There you go. Yes. Now that's square. More neutral right there.
That just feels so weird.
Yep. Yeah, there's no way you have a slice. You may block it to the right, but your swing is so that way that it's either going to be a block or a hook.
It usually, yeah. I'm not saying that it slices all the time,
Yeah.
but it does, and it goes.
Does,
No,
like that?
majority-
Does it start? How far left does it start?
Like if I'm aiming at that
Yeah.
site, maybe at like 2 poles over, the one with the yellow,
Okay. Well,
And
let's
then
see what happens.
and then it cuts.
A lot of that's going to be alignment, and then just because that lat swing I saw right there was great. So the path was awesome on that.
Majority of them, snap hook.
I can see that too. We'll take a look. See it up when you're ready.
And I use a bigger tee. Is that a...
You can not, I mean, you can, but this is a smaller mat than those mats.
Okay.
My mat's thinner. Those mats are thicker and more forgiving.
Because I feel like I'm this way.
You what? That's better looking. You're really far away from that one too. You're reaching again.
Yeah.
So let me show you something. This will kind of blow your mind. Stand right here for a second. There is more than one way to get a club to the ball. I can reach, right? Or I can bow and push down, right? Most people think about this. Bryson DeChambeau's been, I don't think he needs to, but this is what a lot of people are seeing. They get stuck here. This is more of how the club was designed to be set up, right? So you can reach for it, or you can push down and the club will still go out, right?
And then here, should it still be like at my
I mean,
toes?
yeah, they should be right around the tips of the toes. Again, you don't want to be reaching in a sense, but you don't want your arms to be like short. So right now your shoulders about, keep going, there you go. And try to keep your hips where they're at, but use your shoulders to twist them shut. Yeah. So now just twist your shoulders shut without using the hips.
This
Yep.
way?
Yeah, that's better. Right. Try to keep the hip more open. There you go.
Feels
Try
so
it again.
weird.
Yep. It does. I'm sure it does. It's not going to feel comfortable.
Yeah. Oh,
It's different, I know. So what I would say is just kind of get all set up and just let the arms hang down. Don't try to get in that forward press position. Yep, then just go for it. Okay, so now lower body's moving and the arms is not moving and the arms are taking over. Right?
Yeah.
So
weird.
Good. Drop your right shoulder down to your right pocket. Foot set up. Got keep the hands here. Relax the arms. There you go. I want the butt of this club pointing back at your belt buckle in a sense, okay? Better. So you're still hitting behind it. And that, so I would even say scoot more towards your
This way?
Yep. Right, you're still hitting behind it first, right?
Yeah. More here?
Yeah, just slightly. I mean, not that much, right? There you go, perfect. Right, slight adjustments. Yep. I'll take that. Good. He was far from it, still reaching and swaying. Yep, it was hard stuff, man.
Like I don't know how to hit a ball.
Well, I mean, it's so the things you have going on, you have balance issues, right? And that means your spine's moving. That means your low point's always changing. So, right, that's why it's hard. It's one thing when it's going well, but when it's off, it's going to be very off. Right? So you got to find more balance in the swing. Better. So see you're falling. Try again. So practice in the tee, no golf ball. Go ahead and set up. There you go. Now I want you to work on just like you did, smooth the top and pause. No, it's gonna feel weird. Good. Now smooth the top and pause. Sweep. The tee. Freeze. Okay, stay right there. Hold on. Try it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel those obliques, baby.
Rotation.
It's all about rotation. That lower body doesn't move. Good luck being any good at golf. Or swinging a club, I should say. Better motion. Good. Much better. Right? So a drill that I always like to practice when I'm having contact issue. Go ahead and set up.
Because I still want it here, right?
That was great, yeah. I mean, you could even, again, if the belt buckle's right there, right about there, because right there is just fine, actually. Right? Go ahead and set up. Now, the drill I like to do is just like go smooth up. Good. Start the downswing with the hips. And reset back up, right? So, set back up. And keep your head in one spot for it. Big shoulder turn. Now start the lower body. Good, 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 good. Right? You got to keep in one spot with that spine.
Yeah. Stay on it.
A little too much motion laterally in the spine, going this way and that way.
And then I've always, like, you took the up. I've never taken it up. I've always felt like it's into the hands of the catcher.
Okay.
But is that, because you brought it up higher.
Yeah, well, just so it allows you to kind of turn more, right? It's not about height for me. It's about shoulder turn, right? Again, I wouldn't worry about going bigger or faster. My bigger thing is keeping your spine in one spot.
Yeah. Yeah, because if I'm going here, then I'm pulling it away. Sure.
So big, go time your swing and pause. Look, where's your? Because right now, go back and set up again. Your setup was gnarly.
Yeah.
Get your setup straight, right? I want that shoulder going way more to the right. There you go. I know it feels weird. Okay, better. Smooth the top now. Good. Now down to the ball and pause. Freeze. See how it's bobbling around on its way in there? You gotta learn how to straighten all that out. Let's try it again. Slow down, slow down. Start with the setup. Back to your good setup. Yep. I want you to reset it every single time. Because when you practice your pump fakes like that, you encourage that impact position more and more. Right? So as I'm sitting here and I'm pump faking it and I'm more into it, right? I'd rather you be set up square, straight back up, back into your impact, reset back up, smooth the top, back into impact, reset back up. Okay.
Instead of all that bouncing.
Yeah, because it'll neutralize the setup and impact position instead of being one, right? You'll start understanding your setup better. You're already at impact. You already get there, right? We got to get the setup a little more dialed in, and then you're going to understand how to start bringing that path straight back and through. So the smoother you go through here and the slower you can bring it in, the easier it is to understand a cleaner path. So when we go so fast and we don't stop, it's just combining all sorts of stuff into it, you know? Yep, good. Good. Yep, better. One more time. Same thing. Smooth, and let's go down smoother. Okay, reset back up. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Set that shoulder in. Good. Smooth and lower body smooth. Right, so how tight you're getting, relax those arms. There you go. If you squeeze these things, guess what they want to do?
Yeah, they come closer.
Yep, gotta let them hang like relax on that downswing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good. Scoot a little closer to it. Push the club on the ground. There you go. Best swing. That was the best swing you've made so far. Okay. You've just done a little too much in your setup, right? You've gotten too far away.
Yeah.
So that's creating a balance issue because now you're reaching and you have to move your weight to get back in. And so I'm trying to just neutralize the balance by keeping everything just hanging down and you closer so you don't have to do so much shit in the long run. You know, I know it feels awkward. It does, right? But if you buy into the process, you'll see good results.
Yeah. Feels like it already.
Good. I love to hear that. I want you to feel like it's all just hanging straight down like the 7-iron in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Good. Let it hang. Let's show that left shoulder a little bit more. There, right there. Good. Now just get comfortable. So when I feel stuck or jammed like that, here's what I will do, but you got to make sure to get back to your setup. I just go right back to here. Make sure I'm clear through here, but then I reset back up everything here and just feel that. Good. And then good. Reset back up. Yep. Let's all hang. Yep. When you can just be in one spot, let the arms fall back through, it's going to get, watch that left shoulder. You're massively open. Better. Now that's just club face open. So when I move you right now, you're probably squeezing at a scale of 1 to 10. Your forearms feel like they're around 6 or a 7, right? You got to keep that pressure down to like 30% and not intensify as it goes, right? Because as you're getting to the top, you're squeezing tighter and getting locked out, right? Your wrist is stuck out that way.
And I think that's from my old swing where
Yes, you had to.
because
Yeah.
I couldn't move anything.
Yep. Well, think about it. If the upper body's gonna dominate the swing, most likely you're gonna have a tight grip. If your upper body works more as a support system and you use the lower body, it's gonna feel natural to release almost into the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely no.
Mm-hmm. I would say just feel like your power source is your lower body and your arms are along for the downswing. Watch the shoulders. Good. Watch the shoulders. Good.
It's hip. I get the whole.
Okay, then let your lead hip put you there then.
Yeah. But should I be? I feel like I'm bent on this knee.
I would say, like, when you mean lean, like where? Knees or back?
Knees. Like I feel like I'm on here. I feel like I'm all here.
Yeah, I would say you want to get to that angle you're at, but say you're about 55% right hip, not left. Yeah. So now that's
Yeah.
over hip turn, right? So what you're feeling is as you're doing this, you're turning the hips too much, right? If you can just do this without moving the hips, that'll be
Okay.
different, right?
That's,
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
Yeah, so once you're here, just kind of go, okay, there, right? The lower body's fine. It doesn't look like, but you're overturning it.
Yeah.
I would say, can you just get the left arm to feel more here?
We can do that.
Yeah. That's why I say left shoulder kind of blocking out the toe, right? Now your arm's going to be more out in front of you. And you put this guy on. There you go. So it's feel more here than shoulder open, hip open.
Yeah.
You can keep the hips where they're at, just turn the shoulder.
Yeah.
Right?
Just picking it up a
So
little.
I'll show you that one more time. If your hips are here, now move your shoulders close. Other way. There you go. Now open. Yep, now close. Right, see what I'm saying? So you're learning how to move your upper body without moving the lower body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yep, so watch the roll. Good. More there. There it is. That's better. You don't want to roll that out. That'll cause issues down the road. Now your setup looks a lot more lined up. Good. There you go. Get a little more neutral. Uncomfortable it feels, I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm going to put this on camera because I want you to see it.
Okay.
Go ahead and drop that club for a second. Put this guy right here. Just like that. Fingertips on the shoulder blades. Okay, now back good, all set up, and bow into the golf ball, right? And I want you to, if you have alignment sticks, you can get these at Home Depot or wherever, make that square to your target line. And if there's a mirror back there where my camera is, you want to make sure they're lined up together. Normally, that's what your shoulders look like when you set up to a ball. That's going to cause issues down the road. So you want to make sure here, just hanging down and a slight tuck there. You can see now that more weight's back here just by doing this motion. Where's your weight at now?
Yeah.
Not even the hips moved, right? We just stacked more weight on that side. Just as if I'm standing straight up, I stacked more weight over there just by bending, right? I don't have to actually lean into my back hip. So we want to keep your shoulders straight to your target line. That's the biggest thing that's going to help you in your setup right now, and then not feeling that with your arms out in front of you. Sound cool? All right, make a few more swings. I know it's a lot. That's why I highly suggest all students take the videos.
Yeah.
Because if you find something that we do that ends up working, go home, watch your video, have a beer, highly recommend it, process with some enjoyment, because it's going to be a little stressful. And then when you find, I like that tip, go screen record it and make a favorite files in your photos, my 5 to 10 second swing tips that I like, and make a folder for you. That way you don't have to watch the whole 45-minute lesson. You do it 5 of there, I don't care, right? But at least you're not trying to, where's it on that lesson, try to scramble. You have a little snippet right in your folder, in your pictures, boom, and you got it. Good. Now just look to your target, clear your mind, and just swing. Almost, club face open, better turn, better lower body rotation. So, I mean, that's one thing. If you're going to learn, here's a recommended process. Train the setup as best you can. Set up, and if it feels good, look at your target and go.
Yeah.
If it does not feel right, back out and try it again. But there is a point when you're playing golf where too much is too much, right? So when I try to work on setups, when I was learning it, the attention span thinks TikTok about 7.5 seconds. So I would give myself very slow second counts. So I go, okay, I want to make this as easy as possible. I've already picked a shot. I've done all the card crap. I got to set up and hit it. So my shot clock was 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, smooth.
Yeah.
Right? Not fast. I didn't rush it. But if I can't get set up into my setup within 5 relaxed seconds, I'm wasting time. Yeah. And there's something else that's going to come in my brain that's irrelevant. Now, don't go up there and rush yourself. Take 7 seconds, whatever, but practice that at home. Yeah. Grab a club every single day. Look in the mirror. Try to get the alignment. The more you own your setups, the less you're going to think, and that's one step away from getting better at golf.
Is my setup too long right now?
No. I just know you're thinking a lot, and I want to take all the shit.
Honestly, the only thing I'm thinking about is where's my hands in accordance to my feet.
It looks fine, but it's like, I just don't want to overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's kind of a way to make it simpler.
Gotcha. And then how much of it is like my aim? Because I'm aiming pretty good, right?
You're so here's a fun conversation. Where are you aiming versus where are you aligning? Right? So right now, you're aiming towards that pole, but your shoulders are aligned to the white pole. You see what I'm saying?
Is it good here?
That's better. Right? Now just look to your target and just be athletic. Forget everything else. Better. So we need to get the hands to release now. Okay? So right now your hands are just open.
Yeah, they're just hanging out with the swing.
You played baseball, right? Okay, go ahead and bring it, come straight up like this, straight in front of me. What's happening in the swing plane is this. Where's your club pointing?
Yeah.
To the sky. Where's it pointing?
Yeah.
To the right. So if we're here, we need to get to this position. We're going to use the lower body. Let's drive the hips forward. Now what we're going to do is let the arms roll. Now
Okay.
where's that club pointing? It's
Yeah.
going to go left. We want it to be here, right? But we need to get that happening in the swing. Your forearms need to roll. They're not rolling right now.
I've never rolled them.
Well, it's going to make hitting a driver hard.
Okay. And then where do I initiate that roll? At the
On
ball? Or like
well, right
three-quarters
now I would
here?
feel like try feeling it as soon as possible until left's your issue, right?
Gotcha.
Because right now you're blocking right, which means it's not moving much at all.
So from the top.
Just let the arm start. I mean, I say honestly by the chest rib cage feeling for someone in your situation. Like I don't want the first thing I do is my hands shut. I want to feel the hips go and then the arms follow and roll. Good. Watch the shoulders. Good. Clear your mind by looking to your target. Watch your shoulders again a little bit. Good. Now let it all roll. All right, we accomplished it. Overcooked it. Let's try it again though. So that's why you're having the hooks and the draws that you have.
Hands are open.
Your arms are not sequenced with your body, right? And if you're standing straight up, again, I just want my club face to be 90 degrees or slightly shut, right? For you. There you go. Let it start rolling. Yep.
Just a little roll.
A little bit. It's not massive. Drop the right shoulder, bring up the left one. There you go. Shoulders are massively open. Bring the hands back to center. There you go. Good. Your hands are going to feel like they're hanging from the dinghy.
Gotcha.
Right? For the driver, that's what it's going to feel like for you. Your hands pressing forward is going to be what pushes the shoulders open. Let the grip hang down in front of you. Feel left arm higher than the right arm. Shoulders are open. There you go. It's better.
I don't know where that one went.
And when it started at the blue flag, came back in a little bit. It wasn't as far right. The ones before have been going towards the red flag.
Yeah.
Try it again. I know. Trust me, man. I feel your pain. I'm closer to a swing change in my 33 years of golf
Yeah.
than I have been. I changed my swing 10 years ago maybe, so I relatively understand the pain
Yeah.
more because I didn't do a really big swing change until I went to the golf academy, and then everything was neutralized, and I became obsessed with it,
Yeah.
which wasn't even a good because it made my golf worse for a while. But then once I got it, I was like, whoa, this is way easier.
Yeah. And then should I be maybe an inch off of the, or does it even matter?
I mean, the shorter the club, I wouldn't choke up too much because you're already keeping the club face open, right? The more you shorten the club, the more the hands take out the rotation in a sense.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't change much. I would just try to get, where you're gripping it's fine. I would just try to get the club faces shut.
Okay.
Get the grip to hang more towards your inner thigh. Don't press the hands. And make sure the shoulders replicate that same square feeling as your feet. Shoulders to toes feeling. The tip of the shoulder too. That looks better there. If you can keep that position, yep. I'll take that right shoulder down and in.
In this way or this?
Go ahead, set up. Grab the club. Down and in. All right, this shoulder kind of feels like it's more into that guy. Better. So even though that has a slight
That might be-
path, it's not really a slice. That's more of a block cut heel, right? Because you hit it probably inside a little bit high on the club face. The path was good, but everything was pointing that way.
Yeah, 'cause everything.
You see it all heel? Right about here. Oh, your toe.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad. You did a rolling bulge. That's good for the most part of that one. Again, bring your club to here. Go ahead and set up. And just bring it straight up to here. No back swings. Bring it straight to me. Bring the club this way. Feel more here versus there. Release. Shake hands with your target line. Right? Shoulders. Good. I'll take that. Okay, now you're overcooking it, but that's good. This is the thing about driver. It's hard, right? if you can't hit it dead nut center, it's going to be harder than a lot, because hitting a driver is all about hitting it dead nut center and then having good face angle with path, right? That's the hardest part about the driver. You got to smooth it all out. The longer the swing, the more timing it takes. Shoulders. Good. I'll take that. Smooth to smooth. Smooth shoulders, smooth hips. Freeze. Better. Better tempo there. Right? Try it again. Try to embody that tempo. Smooth shoulders, smooth hips, freeze. It's
Yeah,
more
I
of a,
wasn't trying to like kill it.
Yep.
I was just trying to just.
So when I work on when I do that, I go 1,000, 2 1,000, freeze, 1,000, 2. And I turn, and then I always think when I'm working on trying to create a feel, shoulder turn, hip turn. So then I start teaching people smooth shoulder turn to a smooth hip turn to freeze. Okay. Speed is the enemy in the driver at first.
Yes.
You want speed, but it's hard to contain it. Okay.
I don't even want it.
All right, so smooth shoulder turn to a smooth hip turn to freeze. Better, good. There's 2 in a row, so there's something to that, right?
Yeah.
That's where you put this part of the video in your favorite. Oh, I got results with the driver. I haven't got all day. What were we talking about? You won't remember it. You'll remember 1% of what I said when you leave here. But that's why you have the video.
Yeah. Okay. I was just not trying to kill the ball.
Yep. Again, learning how to swing that like a wedge, the temp and intensity of a wedge will definitely increase how you hit the ball.
This bit here.
Yep. Looks much better. I can see the lead side a little bit, so that's good. And then smooth turn to smooth turn. Freeze. Felt your hands tighten up through that one,
A little bit
right?
like here.
Yes. And then what happens with there, that locks your lead wrist out and you're going to freaking block it like that, right? So you're going to have to feel like releasing the tension through the ball, right? Release the tension at the ball, not like hold through it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're close.
I want to be.
You're closer than you think. I mean, that setup was, you had a lot of shoulders going on that thing. And you neutralized that a little bit. Little lead shoulder. Good, I'll take that. Smooth and smooth. Relax on it. Yes, there you go. It's a bunch of nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Intensity doesn't really help at first. It's when you learn to apply the power in the right area, it doesn't really help. But if we can set up smooth and relaxed feeling instead of tight and squeeze, yeah, you're gonna have to do less. That again, that club was designed. When we get tight and we squeeze too much, we manipulate the way that club was designed because it changes the swing plane.
Yeah, that felt good.
Try to replicate that whole feeling. So we got 3 in a row straight.
Yeah.
Right? That's not nothing.
Nope.
Yep, good catch. And the best thing you can do is what you just did. Say no, back off, and reset.
Yeah.
That's a gift that even I struggle with. He's like, I got this. I don't feel comfortable. Fuck it, let's go. Like, okay, back off and try it again. That no was perfect. I love it. Watch the shoulders. Your shoulders are super open. There you go. It's better. Yes, I'll take that. Smooth. Better. Little loss of balance, but better. Questions, comments, concerns?